Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Do I count vegetable carbs on the keto diet? Do I? Should I? Could I? I know a lot of people struggle with this one. You? Give me a thumbs up if this is a topic that you've wondered about or, been stressed about a little bit. Well, here's the funny thing. The answer is not as clear cut as you might think. There could be the, yes, you have to track. And there's also the, no, you shouldn't track arguments. And before we kind of get to that, I want to make sure we're all on the same page though, because let's level set that we all agree vegetables are important. Yes? You agree? You do agree. It's just a matter of should we track them or not, right? Because we all know they're good for our waistline. They make us feel full. They help us with our digestion. Yes? We agree on that one. I agree. Good. And I think we can all say that the long-term nutritional benefits, like for our bones, for disease prevention, for health and overall wellness, is critical when we eat our vegetables. It really does make a difference, don't you think? There's no denying it. So in my opinion, vegetables, this is why I want to spend some time talking about it. I feel like they are the best tool. I got your attention now. I feel like they are the best tool to help you with long-term sustainable weight loss on the keto diet and in life. So that is why I want to just devote a few minutes of our time to talk about this a little bit further, because I want to answer the question for you. Should you track or should you not track? I think actually it depends. So let's kind of get into it. And then I'm going to promise you some answers. And by the end of the video, I'm also going to share with you my top 10 list of vegetables that helped me to lose 140 pounds. So I'm going to share my top 10 favorites and kind of give you a window into, what I think about this and how I incorporate this into my lifestyle. So ready to start? Here we go. Why are we so obsessed with this then? Is there a right or wrong answer? And does it apply to everyone? The yes or no? I don't think so. I think it kind of depends. So before I kind of share with you where I stand, I want to question you a little bit as to why you're thinking about this. Why are you stressed about it? Why are you obsessed? There might be 4 camps that I might put you in depending on your answer. Okay? Now, you can waver between the camps. You can waver between the groups, but it helps to kind of know where you're at to know how I'm going to answer this question. Because for some groups, it might be different than others. So let's think about this. Think about your motivation. Think about why you want to know, do I count the carbs and vegetables? Okay, group A, scenario A. Tell me if this sounds like you. Ready? Group A. Does this sound like you? Do you love vegetables? Do you love them? Are you in love with them? Do you eat so much of them you can't get enough? You're just obsessed? Is that you? That's probably group A. Now, probably not a ton of people in group A. Usually people that are, just fabulous with their vegetables aren't in this situation. For me, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. I had some I liked, but mostly for me, when I was a heavier person, I liked more of the starchier, potatoes, things like that. And corn, peas, not so much the lower carb vegetables. So I don't know. If you're not in group A, that's okay. A lot of people aren't. Now, group B, on the other hand, group B, these people might just be curious to know. It's a very innocent question. They're like a little baby, just curious, just want to know, do I count the carbs and vegetables? Maybe you've been doing your homework and you're just trying to get all your information in one place. That's fine too. Are you group B, where you're just trying to do your research and get as much information as possible? Or you might be in group C. Now group C, this can be a tricky group. We've all maybe fallen into group C at one time or another. Group C tends to be the folks who play a little bit of games with themselves when it comes to counting carbs for vegetables. They might play a little bit of games, might try to break the rules, might try to cut some corners, might try to convince themselves they're doing just fine. But on the same note, these people in group C, they might also be telling themselves, I don't really want to spend my carbs on green beans. I'd rather have a cookie. Does that sound like you? Because I've been there. Or maybe you say, I don't really want to have a bunch of those carbs. I would rather have some, low carb ice cream at the end of the night. I want to save them for that instead. Now, I understand if you're in group C, because I think a lot of us fall into that trap, right? We claim to just want to know the answer, but really what we deep down want to know is do I have to eat more vegetables because I don't really like them or don't like so many of them? And that's okay. I want to address everybody that we're talking to today. There's a lot of different backgrounds here. Now, maybe you just don't see the benefit of eating vegetables or you just don't like them. That's okay. Those are a lot of the group C. But if you were in group D, this is my last group. Okay, I'm going to issue a little bit of a warning here for this group D, folks. Be brave if you're going to admit to being in group D. Now I'm going to give you some caution because a lot of folks in group D are just like, I don't want to eat vegetables because I'm trying to speed up my weight loss. They're like, fast forward. I want to get to goal. I want to eat as little as possible. I want to have restrictive dieting. I want to have, less food in my body because I'm trying to go fast. And they're trying to get to goal by, fast forwarding through all these pesky vegetables. They don't want to mess around with that. They're trying to hope, anyway, that less is more and that they might get further ahead in life by just cutting those out. Because let's face it, when you're trying to cut carbs, vegetables are not like the top of the list. A lot of people are like, I want to just cut those out and make sure I have room for like a little, cookie or a low carb, a sugar-free treat at the end of the day. I get it. So which type of person are you? Were you A, B, C, D? Are you going to be honest and share? Hopefully you'll share in the comments below. Don't be shy. Share what kind of person you are. And it's okay if you waver between them because that happens too. I know I've been in all of these places. But share below and I'm going to spin the wheel because someone who's commenting either live or later or a month from now or 6 months from now, whenever you're watching this video, someone's going to win a prize. And the prizes you choose. Oh. So tell me in the comments below what prize you would like to win and keep participating. You don't have to be live to win the prize. You can win just by commenting at any time. Just a matter of when I'm in an excited mood and check on to the YouTube and then want to start passing out prizes. Because I love prizes. It's fun, right? It kind of keeps everybody motivated and excited. Okay, so has everybody answered the question? Do I count carbs and vegetables on the keto diet? Everybody commented below if they tend to be more A, B, C, or D. Well, let's get to the answer. Should you? Could you? Would you? Here's my opinion. I think it's both yes and no. I hinted to that earlier. Now, if you are in scenario A or B, I think I'm going to say yes, A or B. All the A's and B's out there, I'm going to suggest A or B. Yes, you should, or think strongly about knowing how many net carbs are in the food that you eat. Now, even vegetables, I'm not saying to punish you. I'm not trying to give you a ton of homework where you're like, oh my God, just like overwhelmed, like with pens and paper and just stressed out. I don't want you to feel that way. However, I think knowledge is power. Knowing what kind of net carbs are in the food you eat, including vegetables, is going to help you make different types of decisions. So if you know, oh my gosh, if I were to compare, how much is in this snack over here versus how many net carbs are in, let's say, sliced bread, you might make an entirely different decision. So everybody in groups A and B, if you were surprised when I told you, yeah, track your net carbs, learn what's in the food you eat. You might be surprised by that, but I really think that you're going to see the benefit. It'll help you break stalls. It'll help you with long-term success on your weight loss journey with Dirty Lazy Keto and Extra Easy Keto. And I encourage you to just stick with it. It really works. Now, another benefit, I should say, this is also for groups A and B, is that I do recommend you count your net carbs and everything you eat. Yes. Track them away. Get that information because it'll help you find that sweet spot, that wonderful sweet spot. You might say to yourself, "Ooh, it's like cotton candy." This is your sweet spot of how many net carbs you can eat each day to lose weight. People are always asking me, how much, how many exactly? What do I have to do? It's different for everybody. It's not going to be the same as it is for you as it is for me. And by keeping track of what you're eating, by knowing the net carbs in the food that you eat, including vegetables, it's going to help you drill down and get that information you need to feel super happy, to be successful, to find that right balance with ketosis, to help you lose weight, and also to help you to maintain your weight loss. It's very, very helpful. Can I say that enough? Yes. Super helpful. And all of this information, I want to assure you, is inside of Extra Easy Keto. This is a book that I'm putting out there to help personalize your weight loss journey, where I help coach you into developing your own personalized plan to help coach you to develop how many net carbs you need to be successful, to lose weight, and to keep it off. I really get into the nitty-gritty with lots of cheat sheets and tips and tricks, just like I'm sharing today. But make sure you get your copy, because I think it's going to make this whole shebang super duper easy and a lot less stressful. That's my goal. It doesn't have to take over your life. It doesn't have to be so ridiculous. Just think one and done. I'll help make it extra, extra easy. That's the whole point, right? So let's move on. We talked about groups A and B, and I said, yes, track for the A's and the B's. But here's where my advice might differ. Now, did you find yourself in group C or maybe in group D? Were there anyone out there in the C's, the D's? Huh? Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. We've all been in these different groups. Now, if you are in group C or D, I'm going to actually give you some different advice. I'm going to say, I'm going to go, nope, nope. I'm going to tell you, do not track your net carbs. Do not track your carbs and vegetables on the keto diet. Now, why would I say that? Now, these people are going through something very different than above the groups A and B. For groups C and D, I feel like it's causing more harm than good. Obsessing over the amount of carbs in the food, tracking every morsel, freaking out, like limiting, cutting, stressing, not eating vegetables because they're like, oh, I have to get there faster and faster. I got to cut. Those people, I would recommend that you just slow down. Don't be tracking those vegetables. Just learn how to eat them right now. I want you to just kind of like them. Get more familiar with them. Try them with salt, with butter, with the air fryer, with the stir fry, raw, with dip, with peanut butter, with oil. I want you to try to eat low-carb vegetables in a way that might just be part of your life after a while. I think you're going to have much more success if you stop stressing about the number of net carbs and just learn to eat them. It's going to give you more help and more improvement in your journey long term. Okay, back to the basics. It's good, right? So I promised you guys I was going to share with you a roadmap for results. I hope that we did that today. Here's my little roadmap. Who uses a map anymore? No one. But really, I've got all of this fine-tuned. All this advice is detailed in Extra Easy Keto. So if I go too fast today, rest assured that all the net carbs and all of this advice is going to be printed in your Extra Easy Keto book. So again, we want you to be happy. We don't want you to be stressed out. We don't want you to be, picking and freaking out and having a heart attack over whether or not your carrot had this many carbs or that many carbs. I want you to learn to enjoy real food, low-carb vegetables to help you on your journey. And in fact, I'm going to share with you the 10 keto vegetables. I promised you in the beginning. These are the 10 keto vegetables. They're really to help me lose 140 pounds. So ready? I'm going to go real quick and just share the top 10 that I really learned to love and enjoy. It's not like I love them all the way, but it sure did help me facilitate that weight loss over time. So first up, romaine hearts. Now I use these as taco boats, sandwich boats. Anything I wanted to eat that was like a sandwich or a taco, putting it in a romaine lettuce leaf. It was much more affordable. It was available and easy, simple, and like zero everything, right? So that was a top 10 list for me, for sure. Now, if you like pasta and noodles and stir fry, those types of dishes, give the zucchini noodles a try. Zoodles. They were a staple for me coming up in my process and still are. What about broccoli? I like that it's so affordable, and I buy these giant, huge 3-pound bags at Costco, and I make a ton of recipes with them and use them for snacks throughout the day. Spinach for me is in my top 10 list, mainly because it disappears so easily. You can add it to just about anything from breakfast to smoothies to stir fries to sauces, and it just disappears. And I feel like I'm doing something good for myself. So I eat it quite often. Instead of chips in front of the TV, I have learned to make artichoke chips. And I have a recipe and a video I can share with you on that. I know, you're probably like, what is that? Seriously, artichokes. Asparagus has become a staple, not just for me, but for my whole family. And it's very affordable and easy to make. You just bake it with some oil, some butter, some salt, lemon. Easy, delicious, and fun to eat, especially for kids. Throughout my day, like if I'm driving, I'm in traffic, I'm traveling, I am always grabbing celery stalks, pre-washed, pre-cut. They're on the go. That way, if I'm feeling stressed out or in traffic or whatever, I'm like, And it's really helped me along my journey. I don't even need dip for them. I just need to have them available to chew on. I've shared with you guys over and over again in the videos how much I love cucumbers. And lately I'm obsessed with having them with a little bit of vinegar, white vinegar, plain distilled, also with some Splenda and feta cheese. So weird, so random, but it fills me up and keeps me going. And then I think that's all 10 here. But last but not least, I want to share with you, my husband taught me this one. I didn't really eat these before my weight loss journey, but eating jalapenos. Oh my gosh. Herbs and spices like jalapenos, these have really made a difference in the flavor and the taste, and the heat is like a whole new dimension to food that I didn't even know existed. So delicious. I eat them often raw in salads and add them to pizza toppings and by themselves, stuffed with cream cheese or bacon wrapped for like jalapeno poppers. But that is it. Did I do all 10? Oh, there's one more. I keep forgetting. Last but not least, I think this is a hero for many of us on the keto diet, but for me especially, riced frozen cauliflower. The rice frozen kind. Not doing it myself. That's too much work. But the frozen rice cauliflower is just a miracle product. You know, you don't have to like or love any of these foods, but for me, these were the top 10 that I use the most in my journey, especially depending on to lose weight. I think if there was a bonus, if I could have chose 11, I would have chose mushrooms because I'm a huge fan, but not at first. It took me a while to learn to love these. So this would be my bonus A+ student recommendation, but it took me a while to get there. So anyway, I hope that this is helpful for you. I want to share more tips with you throughout all of my YouTube videos, with all my reels and posts on Instagram, and also in my books. The newest one is Extra Easy Keto. Get wild and crazy. I'll teach you how to do this whole lifestyle. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. I'll boil it down to the basics. I even got a review from a lady who said, it's almost too simple. And I thought that was hilarious. So check it out. And I'm here to support you on your journey. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. And next up, I'm going to give you a link to a video on how to kickstart ketosis. So you can stay tuned and just watch that one next. So give yourself a round of applause. You did good. You did good. Who's hungry? Are we ready to eat? Let's eat. What are you going to have first? What's your favorite vegetable? Tell me. I'm thinking I'm going to have some cucumbers.